Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and it's so good to see you there.
I accept any little fibs.
I would like to just make a comment and then possibly one quick question, if I may.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just wanted to stand to say that I am in strong support of this bill as amended. This has been an issue throughout the state of Connecticut, particularly in my district, where we have made this a high priority, and over the last 20 years have found it very difficult to recruit minority teachers to the teaching profession. So I believe that this bill will go a long way to searching for innovative methods and strategies to recruit more minorities to our teaching profession, and ultimately with the hope of really reducing the achievement gap throughout the state. But I'd like to recognize the leadership of our Education Committee, both the chairman and the ranking member, for bringing this bill forward. And if I may just ask the proponent of the bill one quick question, through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Fleischman, prepare yourself. Representative McCarty, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In the bill, and I'm looking for the line in the bill, it asks the local and regional boards to do what they can to help recruit minority teachers. And in one line it says, and if necessary, that there will be an intervention. If the proponent can just tell me how that would work. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Through you.
Representative Fleischman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Through you, though I think I heard the question, I did not hear the line cited. So if my good colleague could tell me what section or line she's referring to, I'd be glad to focus in on that piece of text. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative McCarty, please repeat the question.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I apologize for not indicating the line prior. I believe it's on line 22 of the bill.
Representative Fleischman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the section of the bill that my good colleague is citing, I'd like to point out, is current statute. It is not anything that the measure before us would change. So it's not something I reviewed in detail prior to bringing this bill to the floor. I believe that the State Department of Education is working in consultation with the Minority Teacher Recruitment Policy Oversight Council to make sure that all districts are indeed doing their best to make sure they have a diverse faculty. And if a district does not appear to have any effective strategy at all, I believe that the State Department of Education is able to offer technical assistance to a district that's struggling, and I believe that's what's intended by the term intervention in this section. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative McCarty.
And I thank the good chairman for his comments. I was going to remark favorably because, as I said, we've tried for over 2 decades to recruit more minority teachers, so I was hoping that there would be some assistance to help prioritize if possible, and he answered that question. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.